I'm gonna record this. Why would you? You're such a silly bean. All right, where are we? I guess it's teenage traffic time. My alarm rings, marking the end of my blissful sleep and the start of a new day. Dawn of a new day. For some reason, however, I can barely pull myself out of bed, as I've come to get used to. You've been alive for 15 years. What are you talking about? Such a weird way to phrase this. Like, oh, well, in the past. I'm like, is sleep in the past so different? Better turn on soil instability for maximum fun. I'm not stupid. It's funny, but I'm not stupid. It'd be funnier if the game had like underground punches of dirt just to get your head blown off. It's almost as if my body itself is sick. This feeling doesn't want to separate from it. I reached my phone where I usually put it, but I can't. Where is it? Where the hell did I leave my butt? Uncle Phil, we gotta kick this man's butt! Waiting on my phone went so as to wake me up fully before I could look for it. I noticed that the bed I'm in is not the same I fell asleep in. In fact, it's looking and feeling rather familiar. Turn around, taking my surroundings. Oh, she's back in her own room. My eyes widen in surprise if they're met with a forgotten sight. It's my room! But how? Nutty! Did I return? As the thoughts crowd my mind, I jump out of bed and dash to the door, heading downstairs. Please, please, please! Future sleep is controlled by Amazon. Your dreams have ads. Yes, just like in Futurama. Upon reaching the dining room, I stop in my tracks. Before me is a sight that I missed greatly. Amber, sweetie, what's wrong? A familiar voice calls out to me, but I cannot answer. The words keep getting stuck in my throat as happiness flared within me. Oh, Mom. Oh, Dad. Is everything okay, Amber? Dad gets close and reaches out a hand, but stops. Unsure if I want to be touched right now. Don't touch me! Mom, I need a pair of light-speed briefs. My dream said they were a perfect purchase. Before I could say anything else, I drew closer and grabbed his hand. My dad is so warm. I'm cold-blooded, but no one ever brings it up. Not just I grabbed all of them. I'm grabbing my dad. Like the chance to be in his embrace. Please don't let this be a dream. I suddenly pinched myself to confirm that this was real. Seeing he and Mom was still in front of me, it's safe to say that I'm truly back. But despite having returned, I can't help but feel empty, unaccomplished. What the fuck are you talking about? In case you haven't noticed, the past seems to be stuck on an E4 and timeline because of like how Anon has mostly been working with All I want to say is like, what are you unfulfilled about? You were in the past. Right? If I go to the past and it's like, well, everything is exactly as the past should be, man, how unfulfilling. Yeah, because you weren't supposed... Like, what were you doing, Amber? Were you actually building a better future, just making everyone's life a little confusing? I don't think you were helping anyone. Also, who the fuck is stuck in the past and goes, man, I wish I was stuck in the past again, where I was miserable and all my friends and family were gone? That was so much better than being home. Despite having turned a couple feel empty, unaccomplished, what does it matter anymore? It's not like I can go back anyway. I mean, you can always travel forward in time, so if you wait long enough, maybe you'll loop back around. It's nothing, it's just a dream. Mom and Dad look at each other briefly, before looking back and briefly, like lightspeed briefs? Well, if you say so, now go and get changed. It is your first day at Volcano High, remember? Remember? You would have called this game Bird versus Camel, and no one would have argued with you. That urges me back upstairs, and I oblige. Returning to my room before my morning routine, though at times I find myself having to search for stuff since I got accustomed to the room at my grandparents' house. You have one grandparent? Once ready, I make my way downstairs to the dining room and find that breakfast has already been served. Joining my parentes at Le Table, I start digging in. Man, I love being at the table. Too bad Dionysus always keeps showing up and goes, "This is not breakfast," and then he throws a raw chicken on the table. Don't let your dreams be memes, unfair. Dad, my perception of you has irrevocably changed. As I'm eating and knock the door draws my attention, who the fuck could it be? It is I, Rahel. What the hell is she doing here? Dad lights her sides and comes over next to me, singing another two dreadful glares at me. Gee, she eats her slowly. Hurry up! Wait. Is Sienna the past girl? Rachel's like the future girl, right? Why the fuck do we have the exact same character at 2 points in time? Why are you being so confusing? After which I quickly brush my teeth. Holy shit! You eat breakfast before brushing your fucking teeth? Ugh. Especially if you drink orange juice. Like, your teeth are a little... You gotta do it a little after. You need some time, man. You can't just scarf down food. Especially not meats. And just brush your teeth. Also, what meat eaters even need to brush their teeth? Remember that Olivia can regenerate her teeth. And like most meat-eating diets do not feature the kind of stuff that makes your teeth rot out as easily. I imagine you can get away with not brushing every day. Rachel's already at the door waiting for me. Come on! With that, we'll pass to the outside and into the morning light. Now that we were here, I shot a glass of the light of my house. With a collection at the time, a glass from exhaustion passing through my mind. It doesn't matter anymore. It's truly in the past this time. Your fic is 44 chapters, man. You ain't fooling nobody. What's wrong? I'm there. Are you okay? To be in. Rachel leans over my side and stares like, yeah, I'm just lost in thought. That reminds me, why are you here so early? I'd like to point out, the thing that's really bothered me about this fic so far, there's so much being in people's heads. Jesus. Amber cannot stop thinking. She's Anon, but worse. What do you mean? We've always headed to school together ever since junior high. What? Her answer makes me look at her in confusion, uncertain if I heard her correctly. That can't be right. I remember. My thoughts are caught short as a feeling wash off. It feels like a realization. But now I clearly remember. Rachel and I have been having to school ever since back then. I must have forgotten something. What do you mean you forgot? How could you forget me? Your best friend. How could you forget me on the day of my daughter's wedding? I didn't forget it. Just remember that. My bad. Let's get right on. We're at Volcano High. She's faster because of the past. I honestly don't care, right? I feel like if your point is to establish that she's now... Like, I feel like moments like these don't really make sense in the grander context of things, because we already know it's not the case. Your fic is way too long for this to be the end, in any capacity. But there's also nothing fun or satisfying that can come out of this, unless you want to play with... Like, only Amber remembers this, or shouldn't it be, like, about Amber's mentality, her mind breaking down, realizing that she's stuck in the past, and someone fucking torments her with it? We don't get that. It's just like, no, we're just doing it because we're doing it. That kind of cognizance is not something often given to fanfic writers, but I can waggle my finger anyway. Hey, Rachel, went back in time, fell in love with your mom, who was exactly like you, and also my dad almost got arrested by the FBI. Man, I need to start repressing those memories pronto. Ah! To our assigned classroom. Why the fuck would you say it like that? You're in high school, man. All but one student is here, but though I couldn't catch her name. How would you fucking know where they are? So I look outside. Send the parents. Oh no, Sienna! Amber, stop dating my mom while she's a child! That's weird, man! I just thought we could... Amber, I like you a lot, and we're good friends. But I'm not doing a threesome with my mom! This is a conversation these loose need to have. Actually, Amber, I do want to ask a question. How is it that everyone in my fucking family seems to be romantically inclined towards you? Isn't that a little fucked up? Isn't it a little fucked up that you are apparently the picture-perfect genetic representation of what we find appreciable in people? Like, I'm not even gay. I like dudes, right? I've never liked a woman. But you suddenly, bada ping, bada boom. I'm all over you. Suddenly I know what that dyke is. It's really weird. What are you doing? What's all this then? Her best friend. I'm holding on to my dad lost. Oh no, they're gonna tear you in half, like that goofy cartoon. This isn't right. Once again, the feeling washes over me, though it is not enough to do away with my doubts. Ugh. 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 I sat up from my seat in the days and tethered the two off. Yeah, but what's up? Oh man, I'm so confused. What the hell's happening? Why is your mom in high school? Why did they call the FBI on my dad, but she can just be here? Oh. What if I didn't pass? Am I still the past? You're like the super past. Amber's like the cover art. Amber, you can't shoot my mom like that. That's a crime. I run out of the room as they call for me, but despite me yelling out, they don't follow me. Everything has gone silent. Oh wait, we're in the spook zone. Hold on, I need to turn on some spook zone music. Here we are. Where were we? Going upstairs, I could see that the sky outside has turned dark. A dark and ominous red. It's past. Oh wait. Ugh. I can see the sky outside has turned dark, and an ominous red light passes through the windows, painting the inside of the school in its color. Continuing onward, I reach a final. You don't have to tell us that the fucking light just makes an area its color. That's so fucking self-evident. That's how light works. Continuing onward, I reach a final set of stairs that lead to the school's rooftop. Once at the door, the same crimson light passes through its slits. Amber, don't use that word! Opening the door and walking out to the roof, my eyes can't help but be glued to the sky. Why is the eclipse happening? My dad paid a lot of money for my Ubermensch genes. A ton of ethical regulations were ignored to make me basically godlike. God damn it, Anon. Why are you like this? Above me is the moon! But it's shining in a natural, brilliant scarlet. It's so beautiful. I want to make out with the moon now. Come down here, moon. Put up those pukas. As I'm mesmerized by the sight, a sweet voice surrounds me in the air. My, consider me impressed, little one, to think you would be capable of becoming my influence and seeing through my... So, not only is she all the things we've already discussed, she's now also extremely powerful when it comes to resisting mental illusions. Amber can do it all! I look around for the source of the voice, but I can't find it. But I do notice that the light mist surrounding me is moving. It gathers in the air in front of the moon and takes form, solidifying into the silhouette of a personne. As the silhouette develops more and more. Oh no! Not like that. I can see the beginnings of a small figure. Once the mist is fully gone, all that is left is a young human girl with light blue hair, a rosy white cap on her head, dressed in similarly colored clothing. The girl looks down at me, a satisfied smile on her face. Our eyes meet. Now she is sexually interested in me. We're all lesbians when it comes to Amber. Her eyes are deep crimson in color, and her gaze is sharp. I gulp nervously. She giggles at my reaction. I understand the shock you are feeling right now. None can resist my allure after all. Don't use that term, please. Seemingly pleased, she descends all the way to the grund. Slanesh, what are you doing here, you silly Billy? Who are you? The girl falls into thought briefly before answering. Why the fuck would she? She's a Touhou reference. Shouldn't she be like, haha, I am XYZ, and then she flutters her cape. My name is of no importance to you, Hild. Its knowledge would only serve to alert him of my presence. She responds in a rather derisive tone. Hild, from the looks of it, I'm older than you. I'm 8 quadrillion years old. That's why everyone thinks I'm so handsome and such a pretty little, ritzy little number. Her gaze narrows and I feel a shiver down my spine. I know what you're all thinking about your incorrect belief that I'm far more mature than you, child. Do you have any idea how many participation trophies I have in the little leagues? Doesn't sound like it, though. My rebellious thoughts betray the fear I feel. She sighs in annoyance. Oh, very well. For the sake of communication, I'll allow you to refer to me as Milady. What am I, your servant? I'm taken aback by how pompous, pomplamoose, pumpkin she's being. She then starts walking across the rooftop. Oh, yeah. Come, discussions are not meant to be had without... I follow behind her past the mist. After a bit of walking, a table with a parasol and a pair of seats materialize from beyond it. Atop it is a tea set and various snacks. Give me that fat hot dog. Dad warned me about people like you too, right? And then the Emperor of Mankind astral projects himself into this and saves Anvers. If only we reach the table, though Milady doesn't take her seat for some reason. She looks at me expectantly. Unsure of what she wants me. I can only ask, is something wrong? The child! I'm sorry, the chair, my child. Pull back the chair so that I may sit. Am I actually a servant now? Before I could protest, the pupil sharpened into slits. And an oppressive air surrounds her. Why is everything slits now? The door has slits, the eyes have slits. Why can't she just have her pupils sharpened and call it a day? Is she a kitty cat? Does she have like little kitty cat pupils? My body moved on its own to pull back the chair as a cold sweat ran down my back. Oh no. Now it's a mind control comic. No. She smiles before taking a seat. I then took my own as the pressure that was on me disappeared. I take the crushing over this. This is like two fucking people who can read my goddamn mind. Can people stop reading my fucking mind for 5 seconds? Amber, to be honest, all you ever do is goddamn think. You never fucking talk, Amber. People have to read your mind because there's no fucking conversation otherwise. The only slits I accept are the ones that allow longbowmen to fire upon besieging armies. I'm also a big fan of murder holes. They are lovely. They're used for pouring oil onto people. They're fan-fucking-tastic. Let's see. Arrow slits, also referred to arrow loops, loopholes, a loophole, or a balustraria. That's a cool fucking name. Just me and the boys out by the balustraria. Hell yeah. Man, I wish me and the boys could go out and hang out at the 14th century arrow slit at Harshill Castle. Just me and the boys. Then Geralt of Givia breaks the illusion and fights the demon. Geralt, stop! I'm not the demon. Ah! But it didn't end there. I was then forced to stand up again and serve her tea and pour snacks on a little plate and set it down in front of her. It was only then that I was allowed to sit down. You have so much to learn, child. If it were available, I'd have my head maid teach you properly. You know, my dad told me about people like you. Ah, your father prepared you for the might of the great Magi? No, he told me all about you fucking weirdos with your maid fetishes. I'm 15! Well, where I'm from, it's a perfectly normal job. It's not the 15th century anymore! We're not in Victorian era. It's weird! Do you have any idea what you find if you look it up online? Why do you know that? Do you think my dad is normal? I know what he reads. She takes a sip of her tea after evaluating my performance as being too poor for taste. No, thank you. I'm in the mood to walk the path of a... What the fuck do you mean? The path of a maid? Why do you have to say it so fucking flippantly? What is this place? My question has to set a cup down while I simultaneously grab and bite a cookie. It's not half bad. I don't know, she's way too much flour. Ugh. Too much salt. Why is there so much salt in this? Anyway, what's the relevance of toilets? Because I touch grass. Don't worry, we'll get to that. The answer is unsatisfying. Straight to the point, I see. The simple answer is that we are currently inside your mind. I stopped chewing the cookie to look at it, contemplating what she just said. My mind? Are you saying this is all a dream? Yes, that would be correct. I guess this whole story is a fucking dream now. Great. But how? Everything felt so real. I pinched myself and I didn't wake up. Well, that would be thanks to my abilities. I can make you sleep and pinch yourself and not wake up with a magical ability. You are, after all, stuck in my illusion. So that's not a dream. Shut up. It's all nuances. It would have been pointless if I were to just let you go that easily. She then puts her hands on her hips and turns her head slightly up. Now go on. Praise me. Praise me, my mate. I know my skills are without equal. Stop! You're not beating the allegations. Please. I don't even know what Touhou. I don't know what a Touhou is either. When I ask my weed friend, he doesn't tell me anything. He just walks. Yeah, exactly. That's how it always goes. I look at the surroundings. The air is cold as a mist persists around us. Blocking my sight past a certain point, with the moon giving it all a red hue. It's hard to believe it's really just... Man, all this red would annoy me. It's so on the eyes. So, Have you been enjoying yourself? It's not often that an anomaly such as the one that occurred to you takes place. Wow, that is just fucking call it a time warp. Let's do the time warp again. Just fucking say it, man. Don't talk in circles. Ah, yes, to walk the path of the maid. Ah, yes, an anomaly such as the one that occurred to you. Fuck off. My attention is brought back to Melody as she asks about my thoughts, because that's all you do, Amber. You get hit on and you think. Like a fucking bimbo. She's eagerly awaiting my answer. It was hard at first. I wasn't sure of what to do. I felt lost and scared. And yet you stood up, not allowing the world to beat you down. I get knocked down, then I get up again, then I get knocked down again, then I get knocked down again, then I get hit in the face. Just stop. Dump this and start something else. I can't believe the senator has officially quit. That willpower was commendable. Amber, you're so fucking cool. You're the coolest person I've ever met. Amber, you're so cool. Tell me of Touhou and... Oh, you're not ready, my child. Please. The path you're on is the path... For it was the catalyst that gave rise to endless possibilities. Oh my god, Amber, you're so cool. You're the reason the multiverse exists. You know, the Spider-Verse? That was because of you. The praise makes me look at it dumbfounded. She takes a sip of her tea before continuing. To speak the truth, I was originally not really interested in you. You're kind of boring and lame. I had seen this manner of incident before a long time ago. And then some weird fairy girl was shooting at me. I don't know what she was trying to achieve. I think she kept stealing my power cards I dropped in the air. It's a very rude girl. And then there was this ice fairy lady. I don't know what the hell was up with her either. I think her name was Cerno. Did you know she has like a day in the year? I want a day in the year. And I believe that it would lead nowhere. Just like before. Haha, you're such an idiot, Amber, but you're so cool that yours does lead to something. Setting down a cup, she stares at me, smiling. But through the small glimpse I directed your way, I spotted a glimmer of a possibility in the threads of fate. Ever since that moment, I've been watching your endeavors with intrigue, curious to where your determination would lead you. A smile broadened, showing a pair of sharp fangs. Oh no, she's a vampire! Amber, if only you hadn't become an atheist like Anon told you to, and stayed faithful to Christ like your mom told you. Alexa, play Bad Apple, but it's random truck noises. Get out of here. Be gone. I expel you. You have done what few have managed to accomplish. Vampire, time to call Abraham Lincoln. Get Abraham Lincoln out of here. Piquing my interest. You're so cool, Amber. I'm going to pinch your cheeks for hours on end. It looks like I'm unknowingly attracted to the attention of someone I shouldn't have. What the fuck are you talking about? What about Milady? I mean, she's a bit weird, yes. And there's some weird undertones to what she's saying, but she's not, like, hostile in a meaningful capacity, right? Like, she hasn't really done anything. She put you in a little illusion. But she probably would have stopped doing that at some point anyway, because it's funny, you know? I would do that. If I had time travel powers and mind control, I'd put you in a little illusion just to fuck with you, and I'd be like, ha ha, we're such good friends. And let's pretend that it's fine now. I said sorry, it's fine now. It doesn't matter that I made you eat your own poop. It's fine now. But what else was I supposed to do? Because of that, I've exerted my influence over you, just as he has been exerting his influence over the world. Influence over me? She props her head in her hands for clarifying. It was I who showed you the end of a particular destiny over. So, I can't believe you showed me ending one. What was that all about? Honestly, I was a little bored. So it was her. Why the hell did you show me that? Not you in the right direction. I mean, honestly, you're already on an ending 4 path, but I just thought it was funny. If it were up to that busybody inside of you, just lead you back to your original future. But that's no fun at all. That last statement made something snap inside of me. My wings started to wrestle about, and my fist clutched hard enough for my claws to dig into the palms of my hand. Honestly, Amber is a very gentle girl. I can't imagine her standing up to a fucking godlike being. I would like to point out that Milady, or Marissa, or Remilia, or whatever the fuck the Touhou name is, has demonstrated mind control powers. She can enter your dreams. She apparently can, like, sense time distortions and travel through time. I think the vast majority of people, when confronted with such a being, would be a little uppity, but then they realize, oh, I should probably shut the hell up. Like, Amber is not a forceful, violent person. Forceful, maybe, but not violent. Also, it's pretty clear that Milady isn't really the reason you're here. So why get mad at her? Look at this fucking hot dog shit picture. Ugh. I mean, like, the line art's fine. Let's be clear. It's just that the composition doesn't mean anything. And it doesn't work. Look at how different their head shapes are. Where's 90% of Amber's head? It's okay. She has the blessing of Son Goku to overcome challenges. Given by Rosa. Man, everyone forgets about how to get that. Everyone completes the playthroughs nowadays and they don't get it because it's like, oh, it doesn't matter for the ending. It's like, what is that supposed to mean? Are you saying you don't want to be back in my life? I don't want to be grandfather paradox out of existence. My voice is a low growl, and my face contorts in anger. My sights are locked on her. She returns that gesture in kind with an indignant look of her own. Looks like you're interpreting my words in a rather unfavorable manner, so allow me to clarify. But first... Once again, the dominant aura exuded from her. Do not look at me in such a foul manner. Despite the oppressiveness and the absolute nature of her command, my anger persistence there petered out somewhat. All that was left was a displeasure. I was gonna murder you, but now I'm just gonna write a strongly worded letter to my congressman. I can't believe you downgraded my anger. She gicht tearfully. Oh, quite the handful. What the fuck are you talking about? Shouldn't a mind control person like you be capable of manipulating her perfectly? In case you forgot, she has been very cooperative with her parents, with her grandparents, with, like, everyone around her. Shouldn't it be super fucking easy to get Amber to do whatever the fuck you want her to? Like, you just have to present yourself as a willing, helpful person, and I'm pretty sure Amber would jump off a cliff if you told her to. Like, why is Milady being antagonistic? If it's all just a game, right? If she's just doing this because it's fucking funny, I'm on board. But ham it up a little. Just a smidge. Just a little more so it's fucking funny. Okay? Because it feels like she actually wants to get something out of this, and in that case, it doesn't work. You can't have both. Also, I would like to point out, I gave a lot of shit to Falling Down for this, but note how a lot of paragraphs are starting with that. I know why. It's because we're doing the conversational stuff, but fuck off, man. Describe her. How does Amber feel? Describe her as that little rat in red, you know? Stuff like that. Have Amber have a voice. But I want to go home safely. I want to see my parents again. She shrugs off my protests. I may be your desire now, but I have a feeling that may not be the case in the future. She stands up herself, walking away from the table and out of the cover of the parasol into the moonlight, and immediately evaporates. I don't know why this is here. I cannot help you. She shrugs off my... Okay. She looks to the moon. Hold up. Hold up. Is that a fucking Rain World reference? Is that a fucking Rain World reference? You can't just reference looks to the moon. I love her. She looks at the moon, such a tragic, cute character. Up top, down low, in the middle. Too slow. Up top, down low, in the middle. Too slow. There we go. Looks to the moon. Ugh, she has like the little art. Is the art in this? Ugh, it is. Also, I love the overseers. They're cute. They're like little hologram orbs. They're cute. I just want to show you, right, what I'm talking about. Look at that! Look at that! The one on the left is looks to the moon. Look at that! I love iterators. They're so cute. They're such neat designs. I love them. They're giant computers that are literally the size of well, kind of... they're kind of the size of a whole city, really. It's awesome. Betting this will add nothing to the story, be ignored to the future because fun fact. Fun fact. Milady comes back later, and she does become kind of important. I'm sorry to tell you, Senator, I recall there's like a big thing. Listen, would you eat her? Would you still eat them if you knew that this is the harm you're causing, buddy? Buddy? Would you do this? Would you do this? You jerk, you little meanie. What a jerk. What a jerk. I don't want to talk about it. Where were we? Fate is something that cannot be changed easily, especially one whose destiny is death. But even the smallest of actions can have the greatest of impacts. Can fate be fucking changed or not? If fate can be changed easily, then the smallest of actions can have the greatest of impact. But if it can't be, then you have to do big things. Man, I'm just speaking in riddles. I don't know how this time shit works. This is why you don't do time travel. She turns around to face me. By talking to you, your own destiny has already begun to become dyed scarlet. That's mostly because of your period. Honestly, you need to start wearing tampons. For fuck's sake, ew! Did your mom not tell you about this? Hopefully it may spread to the one whose fate is a cruel one. Fuck Naomi. Even I, a divine being who is far beyond the concerns, hates that bitch. Whenever I go to the Elder God convention, we all just have a good laugh about it. All that is left for you is to show me that I was right in having placed my interest in you. Your interest? Yes. 5% month over month. Please. $500 starter capital. As she said that, the mist began to go thicker and thicker until I could no longer see her. I've grown tired of this conversation. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Go back now. I know that you have my favor, child of man. No, she's a child of Eve. Or Adam, if you want to be that way. I told you, you should have brought a fucking cross like your mom told you. Don't go to high school without anti-vampire equipment. My eyes are wide open. Looking around, I'm back in my room at my grandparents' house. Despite having been asleep, I feel like I've been awake for hours. Sensation in my body having rested, but not my mind is off-putting. I sat up in my bed thinking about what I saw. Milady and a cruel fate. But who does it belong to? Should I trust her words so easily? She seems to be a very manipulative person since she can fucking control minds and bodies. Although admittedly she was mostly controlling your body in the sense of like your mind's perception of your body, which is kind of cheating. As I do the thing if I do this thing inside me instructs, I can get back safely, but what you said would come to change my mind. From the looks of it, Milady and the thing inside of me love to be cryptic. That's because they're ancient elder beings, and they just kind of forget that they haven't clued you in on anything that matters. They're just being little binguses about it. Why do you have to be so vague about everything? Because the writer is hot dog shit and a coward and relies too much not even on subtext, but like thinly coded metaphor. Now, here's a burden on my shoulders all of a sudden. Even as I mull over the different sides of the situation, I can't reach a good conclusion since they're both keeping information from me. I sigh and give up, getting up in my bed and steadying myself for the day. Things just keep getting weirder and weirder. So what did this chapter achieve? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Oh, there's some stuff here. So let's look at the comments and then we'll call it a day. Also, I love that Snootozoan actually is like, did this guy seriously add Remilia for no reason at all? And then they're like, wow, hopefully it won't happen again. And then it's like, well, Snoke murdered Javier. Child of man, sis of Shrine. What are you doing here? What is this? What does this text say? Not Remilia. I don't care about Remilia. We don't talk about her. Great. Now we have a god who's using Amber for entertainment. Although I don't get the feeling he wants to make her suffer. But he doesn't seem like he'll do anything good. It's like some strange game. At least the guys are apart. Feel like a limit himself, giving her hints, which is weird. That would work in a video game. I don't know if that works here. Why does it keep saying him? I think it's because. Yeah, I think it's because. Again, in Spanish, you don't need pronouns. You can just use the verb conjugation for it. So I guess it just defaults to he in those contexts. All right. All right. We got another chapter coming up, so